Tyrmand has been covering this story anyway, virtually alone among American reporters. He's done some extraordinary reporting, and he has some extraordinary details for us tonight. He joins us now. Matt, thank you so much for coming on. So, simple question. Why are the protesters in Brazil so angry?
Well, you hit the nail on the head. They have this hard-fought constitutional republic and strong, robust democracy, or do they? Lula was, as you correctly stated, a convicted felon, 19 judges, 12 charges, 12-year sentence, and released by a Supreme Court Justice, Alexanderde Morais, and his team of fellow traveling Supreme Court justices to enter into this election. And then this election had no transparency. So the protesters who protested for the last 70 days, peacefully, no arson, no violence, just wanted a evidence proof that this was an honest election. They did not get it. They have stayed by the military, begging the military to adjudicate the separated powers dispute. Now, it turns out, as the plot usually does thicken in these situations, that there were many an agent provocateur yesterday at these buildings and doing incredible gross damage, breaking windows and such. And it looks like this is turning into a Reichstag fire and being used to clamp down on these democratic protests. The protests are no more. The camps have been disbanded by executive and judicial mandate and fiat. And now they've set up a concentration camp where 1,200 Brazilian citizens are locked in the gymnasium and grounds of the Federal Police Training Center in Brasilia. And it has just been reported that 2 of them have died. There is no water, no food, no bathrooms. Brazilian countrymen of this government are being treated in worse circumstances than the Geneva Convention allows for foreign combatants. It is absolutely gross, and even more gross, as we just found out, according to a high-ranking influential senator, Marcos Duval, released documents that prove the Justice Minister, Flavio Dino, knew about it the day before, that there would be violence potentially, and even the setup for violence, and Lula knew as well. They did not cordon off the buildings. It looks like there are even more similarities with our own.
I'm recognizing the template here, but just to zero it out, so the country's becoming a dictatorship, and the State Department and all the celebrities, Mark Ruffalo and the rest, who supported this criminal Lula, are saying nothing, and they're continuing to support it as he eliminates civil liberties?
That is absolutely correct. There is nothing but frame it as Bannon, Trump.